What's up, people? Welcome to the Games at Large Midweek Cast Butter Pecan Show. Tonight, I got with me the usual suspects. Vicky, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here.
All right, Shep,
What's good, yo?
the Commander-in-Chief,
What's up, my people?
and Kaiser.
Hello.
All right, tonight we're going to be freestyling, so if you do have any questions you want to ask, just leave them in the question section, and we will get to them toward the end of the cast. First thing I want to bring up, Captain America: Civil War. Yeah, we're not starting this off with gaming tonight. There actually was a brief article on comicbook.com that actually said that Alfred Woodard, who is going to be in Luke Cage's series on Netflix in September, is actually in Civil War. Now, to what extent, they didn't say. They just noticed that she came up on the cast list because they're about to do the premiere over in London in, I think, 2 weeks. Or is it a week now? I think it's a week now. They're going to do the premiere over in London because that's normally how they do these things. They premiere them in London, they'll be overseas for 2 weeks, and then they come over here, which I'm starting to get mad at, by the way, because this is an American property, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Show over here first. But I digress.
Sometimes they do things like that.
Yeah,
Well, I actually saw
quite
Spider-Man in
strange.
Thailand before it came out in the States.
see? Evil. So,
Hey, if you want evil, we in my town we didn't get the Creed movie till December.
Oh wow.
oh, dude, that sucks.
Mm.
That is evil. But
What's even worse is they don't have Mitsumo yet.
Yep, we don't have Mitomo in Mexico yet.
That's a shame, dude.
that really
It's okay. You probably don't need it. It's crack.
It's
I've actually managed to stay off of it most of today.
that's-
I said most of today, mind you.
Alright, well, we're getting sidetracked. Back to Civil War.
So, first of all, I'm actually looking forward to Tony Stark getting his ass whooped. So, who are you with, Team Cap or Team Iron Man? Me personally,
Cap.
I'm Team Cap. Okay, Cap. Anybody else?
You
Team
already
Cap?
know. You already
I'm
know
with
it's
Cap.
Team Cap all day for me. I'm with Cap.
Well, you guys already know. I think I've said it multiple times. I'm Team Wakanda. So
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, y'all
I-
Team Cap or whatever. No, I'm only one man's team. I'm sorry.
Oh, so you're going with Tony's team? Oh.
No,
No, I'm
she's
not
going
on Tony's team.
Well,
Did I say
actually,
that?
there's no confirmation that he stays on either side till the
Yeah.
end. For the
I am
record.
only on Black Panther side. That's it.
It's the only
Separate
person-
side. He's a third entity. I'm on that
You
side.
are being prejudiced against all the non-Panthers, okay?
And such is life. Oh well, we all have some type of prejudice.
Oh,
Whatever.
Lord.
well,
No, I'm only prejudiced against everyone, okay?
I will say this though, they have been showing like the Panther stuff that they've been showing. I can't wait to see see him in action because he looks like he's gonna be beating everybody's ass. So
Oh yeah.
Dude, I seen in one of the clips he was getting it on with our boy Winter Soldier.
yeah, he was getting it on
Yo.
with him. There's a new TV spot where he basically beats down Cap, like punches him dead in the face,
Oh,
pulls down
Lord.
the shield and punches him dead in the face. So I'm like, okay.
That's crazy.
This is
Yeah.
this is what we're going with here. So Kaiser, which team you on? You better not say Tony Stark. Which team you on?
Oh, that's messed up.
No, don't worry. I will.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna say I'm with Team Tony Stark, just to piss y'all off. Superior
Lord,
tech,
really
man.
now?
Superior
Really
tech.
now? Superior tech?
Proton cannon.
and it's time. And it's
Really,
time
really?
to
His only
eject
power is his
somebody.
bank account? Is that what you're saying?
It really
Wow.
works. Look at Batman.
Time to eject somebody from the podcast. Let's see.
Oh, damn, that's messed up. That's prejudice, man. What the heck?
On ideology,
Technology is the future, dudes.
but on ideologies on the movie, I want to say the Cap. But my favorite hero, of course, is the technology Iron Man, of course, because
Okay.
I like technology. But on this Civil War, I'm going with the Cap.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it wouldn't
'cause
be
real
bad.
talk, Tony's my ninja, dude, but he's a real a-hole in this movie.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, man. The last movie, I would have been on Iron Man's side if he wasn't such a dick on Age of Ultron. Like, dude, this whole thing is his fault.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. That whole thing about that island falling from the sky. Spoiler alert. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's his entire
Can't wait
fault.
for that.
That was all his fault. I'm like, dude, somebody deserves to beat the hell out of you. You are in line for one.
Although it is cool that Vision's finally here, but yeah, dude, you jacked everything up, Tony.
Yeah. So
I will say his heart's in the right place. He just makes shitty choices.
Yeah, he makes bad choices due to due to the fact that he's arrogant.
No, it's that
Pretty much.
PTSD from New York.
And he's arrogant.
He couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah, he could. That he could not handle it. But it's just funny that this movie's about to come out, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of the real bad guy.
Yo, that's the thing. What if Hydra's at it again?
Yeah, that's what I was like, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Zemo, because they went on and already spoiled it, but we don't know what he looks like. I just know who's playing him. It's Daniel Bruhl, and he's a pretty good actor. He's from Austria, but I'm like, dude, we hadn't seen what he looks like. We don't know what he looks like.
That is true. Somebody spilled water all over my Civil War comic. I'm gonna hurt somebody.
Oh Lord.
Because when I moved the other day and I was packing my stuff up, I was like, okay, Volume 1 is fine. Because I bought it in Volume 1 and 2 like 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Volume 2 is all wet. I'm like, what the hell? Sorry. That was just a random... Because I don't know how much it costs to get that book now.
You can easily find it because they've been re-releasing them.
Yeah,
he
because
he wants an original print, I bet.
Yeah, I want original print, son. That's what I had.
Dude, the original print, you're not gonna. I would suggest eating the loss. If you can't figure it out, I would suggest eating the loss.
No, I've eaten too many losses in my hobby, damn man. I lost 2 whole trunks worth of stuff when I went in the Marine Corps. I ain't taking no more losses.
Yes, you are. Apparently, you are when you see that price tag.
Dude, when you see that price tag, you're not gonna go for it, especially if you had it signed or something. Trust me, you better off, eating the loss, like you said.
Yeah, when you
But it's really sad that prints like that get, and you get on those types of loss with those comics, because my brother also lost the Death of Superman and also all the following.
You too. I had all of the Death of Superman comics. I had the Doomsday comics. All of that. I lost all of that stuff. See, okay, we're stopping this conversation because my rage is building. This is why most of the comic books I buy nowadays is digital.
Yo, breathe.
Because even though the value isn't the same, at least I can't lose it.
Yo, not for nothing though. When you gonna come up this way so you could chill? That way you could relax.
Probably next week.
Then there you go. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you. You got your brother here. I got your back.
Alright, we gotta go hit up that sushi joint.
There we go. We gotta hit
Get
that
some
sushi joints.
Sushi and warm sake. That's what's up.
When y'all talking about Japanese alcohol and raw fish,
No, remember, sashimi is raw fish. Not all sushi is sashimi.
That is true.
You gotta get it right, dog. Get it
Yeah,
straight.
they use tempura too.
I don't eat that stuff, man. I'm from Georgia, so
You from Georgia and you don't eat fish? Get out of here, man. You lying.
No, he deep fries it.
No. I don't eat.
Yeah, but that's what tempura is. Deep
I eat deep fried fish. I don't eat.
They got fried.
I keep it real,
They
man.
got fried fish.
They got fried fish and shit
It
in
ain't the
sushi.
same.
First of all,
It ain't fish grits and cornbred. Come on.
thank
now.
you. Thank you.
Come on now. Let's keep
Oh
it
my
real.
Let's keep it real.
goodness.
Y'all know
Oh, Lord, y'all
I'm a
too
country boy now. First of all,
now. Now we talking food.
Well, you know what? I am from further south than all of y'all, so y'all need to calm down. I'm
You
from
don't count.
Caribbean,
Caribbean
okay?
don't count. That's a different
Caribbean
thing.
that
don't
don't count. That don't count.
That's further south on the map. Sorry, it does count.
No,
You're
it doesn't.
not from the South. You're Caribbean. That's a
Guess
different
what?
thing.
You've been
Sorry.
disqualified. We further south over there on the map, so there you go.
No,
Yep.
well, look, when you further south, but it's still if people go there for a resort, that's not south.
Thank you.
Oh, really? People don't go to Georgia to vacation, going
No,
over
they
to
don't.
Augusta. Okay,
No, they don't.
nobody ever went to Augusta
No,
calling it Sport Resort.
Did you just say Augusta? Don't ever say Augusta.
Wow.
Somebody don't say Augusta.
Oh my god,
Don't
this
say
is
Augusta.
funny. I
Please
love
don't
it.
say that. People from Georgia laugh at you, dude. Seriously. Don't say
Yo, not for nothing. Come on now, you hating on Fort Gordon? What's wrong with you?
that. Dude, I hate on a bunch of them. But
Oh, you have to be a non-military guy. You see this? See how these non-military dudes are?
my family's in the military.
Let's
And
leave
they-
the,
and they-
let's
and
leave
they
the
say
civilians
something about
alone.
Let's leave the
The
civilians alone.
civilians alone.
Yeah,
Remember, the go-to thing for civilians to say, "I got family in the military." Go ahead. What
I
were
do.
you saying?
Yeah,
Jay?
I've heard that so many times.
I actually do, which is actually quite scary because they tried to recruit me, which was actually, I'm like, why are you doing this? You know I'm not going to go.
No,
Like,
I'm
why are
not
you
saying
doing
you're
this to me?
wrong, but I'm just saying that is the common thread. Like, no, I know
That
what's
is.
up. I got family, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
a
no,
whole
I don't
different
know.
experience when you
No.
actually.
No. I don't know everything that was up. I don't even lie like that. So I do have family in the military though, but I don't ever act like I know. Yeah, I know everything. No, I don't. I don't know half of nothing. Plausible
All right, you gotta
deniability.
pass this time, homie.
Plausible deniability.
Yeah, you
is
get a
what I
pass
do.
this time. You get a pass this time.
Hey man, the truth shall set me free, and it always does. So, hey, thanks Vicky for putting up that Doctor Strange trailer. Looks like we getting Benedict Cumberbatch movie on Jimmy Kimmel next week.
Really?
What?
I'm sorry. What was that name again?
Cumber bacon? Did he just say cumber bacon?
Oh, Cumberbatch. My bad, Cumberbatch.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Oh my God, families at
Okay.
large.
They'll be like, from now on, your name is Cumber Bacon. Oh, Jesus.
But the Doctor Strange trailer is going to be released next week during Jimmy Kimmel. I guess Jimmy Kimmel's doing his Marvel week thing again. They did show a picture of him yesterday because filming wrapped in New York, and he went to a comic book store in character. It
Nice.
was
I
hilarious.
wish I was at that store.
Which was straight up hilarious. Him and I can't say the dude's name. Chiwetel, the dude that got beat on 12 Years a Slave.
Okay.
Him.
That's all you needed to say. All right.
Him. So,
So when
I still haven't
go to
watched that
Midtown
movie.
Comics?
I own it, and I've yet to see it.
well, they got a couple pictures of Benedict, like he's taking pictures with fans, like holding up some
Yeah.
Doctor Strange
Probably
comics.
at Midtown, right?
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You
it
know,
was.
that would make sense. If it's in New York, yeah, it's probably Midtown Comics.
So, that was
Wonder
actually
which
kind of funny.
location.
Now, we do have to have a quick little talk about DC before we get into some gaming. Apparently, DC has pushed up the Wonder Woman movie to June 2nd of 2017.
Duh, you might as well get where your money is because that's the only thing people actually liked about the movie. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Hey,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
listen, I have not seen the movie yet. No spoilers, thank you.
No, we're not gonna spoil nothing. This is like because there's been a couple rumors that
Well,
like
for the record, I've heard that people love Wonder Woman in the movie, but yeah, continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked that Gal Gadot was able to play the part and hold it strong.
I think all of us.
Yeah,
were
because
shocked.
I was concerned, to be honest, when I first heard about it. I'm like, her Wonder Woman?
this is why I say you cannot judge somebody off the movies that they have already done. And people were judging her off Fast and the Furious. Dude, Fast and the Furious is not Shakespeare. You do not have to do much for those movies.
Yeah,
No, they were judging her off of her looks. It wasn't even about what she did.
Yeah, it wasn't about his acting
Apparently-
skills. It was her
No,
looks. She didn't have an Amazonian frame.
Hold up.
She didn't.
It was off the acting as well because people
Oh,
were
I didn't care about
actually
any
putting in that.
acting.
People
There's-
actually
I
put,
didn't
like,
care about her acting.
act-
My beef was that she didn't have a Wonder Woman frame.
Yeah,
Period.
that was my beef.
they had to CGI her, right?
No.
No, they didn't
Oh,
CGI,
they
right?
bulked her up for the
No.
movie?
No, she actually worked out.
Oh wow,
That's
Oh.
her. That's not CGI. That's not
that's
you
what
know.
you call dedication.
Yeah, she actually worked out.
Oh, so she did a Ben Affleck, basically.
Yeah, basically. So that's what like a lot of what people that I've talked to were, and so for some of the people that I actually read their opinions online were the fact that they didn't think she looked like an Amazonian, even though I'm like, dude, let's be real, Amazonians were mythology, so
Yeah.
and
Well,
secondly,
Yeah, but
actually, there's been
there actually are real Amazons for the record.
there's
But anyway,
archaeological evidence that there were a warrior tribe of women.
yeah,
And over there, even near the Mesopotamian region, there is archaeological evidence of that.
that is true.
yep.
But you know where I'm going. Anyway,
I'm just trying to put something
I
in there.
think you should
You
just
know where I'm
move
going.
on. Move on. Go to a different statement. Move on. We're not buying it. Go. Move on.
He's like, you smart asses, just let me get my point, please.
Anyway, we
I'm
have
here to
brought
derail
in.
you.
Go to something else.
I'm here
yeah, I
to derail
understand
you.
that. So, that being said, a lot of people were talking about her acting ability, and that was where I was like, you can't really judge somebody based off 3 movies, and those 3 movies are like cartoons, basically. Which, even if you are a fan
How
of Fast
dare
and
you?
Furious by this
How
time,
dare
you
you?
already know that.
How dare you?
I
Hurt
Yeah,
mean,
my
the
beloved
term
Fast and the
cartoon.
Furious series.
You know good and daggone well that junk is a cartoon,
Well,
and it's a bad one at that.
It's a live action cartoon.
there you
Yeah.
go. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
So-
it's true. It's true. It's true.
So you can't really.
I would actually prefer Initial D over Fast and the Furious.
But you can't judge somebody.
Yes, you can. You can judge somebody on anything
No, you
without
can't.
That's
any
right.
evidence.
That's the internet for
I
you.
judge completely. I
No,
don't care.
I'm like,
Welcome to the World Wide Web.
and then on top of that, we're from America. We can judge anybody for any reason, any way we want to.
And then
Without
be completely
repercussions.
wrong
All right,
about it.
Donald Trump.
America.
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 Judge
And
everybody based off.
that's why half the world hates us.
Exactly, dude.
Judge people based off of nothing and still be wrong. That's
That's
America.
right. We are all the ugly American. There, I said it.
Okay, and on that note, you're unpatriotic.
I serve my country, dagnabbit.
Hey, I have the right to talk back.
Shut your face.
Dear NSA and CIA, these thoughts are not the thoughts of Jay. They are the thoughts of
Commander in
December
Chief.
No.
and Kwame Manchu.
Negative. I love America. I served America, okay?
And you hear the people who talking, not me. So that being said,
Just to make that clear that he's not the.
that being said, Final
We'll still have to
Fantasy VII.
interrogate you to confirm.
Final Fantasy VII. The I guess the how they calling it because they're doing it in
Episodic.
episodes.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
So here's what came out yesterday. Apparently, each episode is going to be the length of what Final Fantasy 13 was. So I'm guessing 20 to 30 hours.
Okay, then you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm down with that.
Because if I remember correctly, Final Fantasy 7 was 3 CDs, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that would
That's a
Kinda,
60-hour
I guess.
game.
yeah.
So they're basically doing it in 3 parts, and that kind of makes sense.
Well, see, they
Better
didn't say
flesh it
that.
out properly.
That's the problem. They didn't say that. Nomura and what's the other guy's name? Hishitake. They won't say. They say they're adding some things, but they're not. There's some things are going to change. So I'm guessing they're going to be
Taking liberties with side
Yeah.
quests.
taking liberties with side quests. I'm guessing.
Hopefully. I hope this means that the Aerith Resurrection comes back.
Oh, that would be interesting. An interesting take. But the thing
Well,
is,
hold
that
on,
would change
hold on.
established. Hold on, real quick. That would change established canon, and I don't know how many of the fans. would
Yeah.
do
I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I would.
It doesn't
I would like them
necessarily.
to tack on Advent Children. They should tack that on to the last one, but it has to be unlockable.
Yeah, I would say it doesn't. I'd say give a theoretical. Like if you've played like Mega Man X5 and you've beaten that game, all 3 endings you can get. There's a theoretical situation where Zero just doesn't come back at all,
Yep.
and then
No,
X
I
goes
remember
on
that.
to create
I was
Elisa,
like, it would have been
his
exaggerated.
paradise for people. So I
That's
mean
something to
that
get it let out, honey.
they can do it that way.
Okay. Well, that would see. Yeah, like Shep was saying, we already got the Advent Children and Advent Children complete. So that would
Don't
be
mind
kinda
me
like,
in the background. Nork is being Nork.
Gotcha. that would be.
It's
a little
usually
bit
Vicky that
hard
does
to do.
that, so it's all good.
Whatever. Well, Elizabeth is right next door to Newark, so whatever.
So you already know we hood like that.
Yeah.
Hood at large.
Good like that. You good?
So
Like that?
yeah, I don't know about the whole Aerith Resurrection. I would personally, because that would actually make me mad, because she died. To me, she died for a reason. So that would actually piss me off if they actually brought her back.
But that's
And-
what they originally intended, though. That's why I'm saying I'd like to see it.
Dude, it's no different than when they shoehorned that extra boss in Chrono Trigger in order to make it compatible with Chrono Cross.
Yeah, the Dream
yeah,
the
and I
Border,
hated
right?
that then. And I hated that then.
But the thing is, dude, it happens. This is their established canon, and they choose what they want to do with it. It's no different than what happened with Fallout, and they kind of like, did that stupid move where they made the drug Jet be a pre-war drug when it wasn't.
Yeah, I would say I hated that, but I didn't play that, so I can't say that.
Okay, but still, I say I hate it. I hate it, so that's what counts.
Hey, that's how other gamers act.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm entitled. I paid for the whole series.
Yeah. I paid for it when it was broken and didn't complain.
You paid for Fallout?
Nope. Elder Scrolls.
Okay, good one.
That's
Good
even
one.
worse.
Elder Scrolls with
I was like, say, man, that's even
Elder
worse.
Scrolls on PS3.
Oh Lord.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You just say Elder Scrolls on PS3. What's wrong with you?
See, there you go. All
And
right.
Oh,
You got
Bro,
the worst
after that
version.
game, why do you even own a PS4? I'd have been
How
done.
did you
Sony.
put yourself through that torture?
Dude,
Yeah.
not for nothing. I own a PS4, so I can't talk. But like if we're gonna go on the topic of PS4 and all these things, I'm still waiting for their exclusives. I'll put it this way: I'm still waiting for greatness that's awaiting.
Well, you know,
Exclusives
Let's
that,
be
hold
real,
on.
bro.
Let's also say exclusives that aren't on PS3.
There's been no true exclusive that I'm aware of yet.
not on their system, no.
Everything has at least a PC copy,
Yeah.
and sometimes
Uncharted
it's across
4?
all platforms.
Uncharted 4,
Well, that's not out yet.
that's coming.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be coming.
That's why they say greatness awaits. But anyways,
Yeah.
I still can't wait for Nino Cookies. I'm gonna still drop that thing.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a good
I
game.
want Star Ocean 5.
Didn't
Final Fantasy 15.
Square say something about Star Ocean 5 this week?
Yes. Actually, I just was doing the blog post about that.
Is it
Oh,
coming
nice.
this year or what?
Please
Yes.
fill us in.
It's coming this year. Wait a minute, I gotta find it now. Because I have like 25 windows open.
That's because you see, Vicky, she's a G.
Super multitasking.
Freaking Bahamut again, bastard. Sorry.
Oh Lord. Let me guess.
Really?
Final Fantasy Explorers.
Yep.
Oh Lord, you on that addiction, man. I gotta get
Well, I
back
didn't
on
play
it.
any today. Actually didn't play any today. This is the first time I played for the day. It was a busy day.
Dude, you need
I was
to get
making a bunch of phone calls.
you need to get your hands on some Van Helsing so you can get up there with Kaiser and I.
June 28th.
Oh, this June 28th.
Really?
Wait,
This year?
yeah. Hold on, I'm clicking on the post.
In Japan or in America?
No, in America.
Oh, sucky now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta go down
Arriving
to
in
GameStop
North America
tomorrow.
on June 28th, collector's edition, the day one edition,
Is
available
that
for pre-order now.
Is that the Star Ocean?
Yeah.
Could you
Oh, nice.
put the post on Google Plus so I could click on it later, please?
Oh yeah, definitely. But
Okay.
post us on that.
Hold on, I didn't have it scheduled for today. Fine, whatever. Hold on.
Do it now. Do it now.
Oh, you do it right now. Do it.
Future post.
I
But
am
it
do it
meant
now.
posted
Get to the
today.
chopper.
Jeez.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Do it
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I
Okay, Arnold.
I'm glad y'all did that because the game that came out this week, Quantum Break. If y'all don't know, there was a trailer came out, a little story trailer, and your boy Peter Baelish from Game of Thrones is in the game. Can somebody say spoiler alert for bad guy?
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Wait, you don't need to.
He should just wear a T-shirt that says "Yes, I'm him."
Bad guy. That's right. I said it.
No!
We know that. We know he was going to be the bad guy.
But here's the thing, though. Like, I'm like, everything he's in, he's like that manipulative bad guy. So I'm like, dude, at some point, is it really a spoiler alert when you see the character? Like, dude, we already know it's gonna be you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's like Sean Bean coming into a movie. You expect him to die.
Sean
At
Bean.
some point.
The king of deaths.
Yeah.
Dude is
And-
like, he's the original Hamlet, dude, as far as
Yeah.
like performing the tragic role.
Yeah, he you see him in a movie and you're like, okay, at some point he is supposed to die, and if he doesn't, the movie's probably gonna suck.
Oh Lord.
Jupiter's Ascending. Jupiter Ascending.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Don't get me started on that movie.
And he already spoiled some of the Final Fantasy 15 with that.
Yeah. So, yeah. Seeing him and then you just see him like talking to Iceman, you're like, Iceman, just kill him. You got a gun in your hand. Just go and shoot him in the head and the game be over with.
Oh Lord.
The game be over before it even start. Just shoot him in the head. You done seen Game of Thrones. Shoot him in the head and be done with it.
Oh man. I'm still wondering, off topic, who the hell did Negan blast with Lucille?
Vicky, you want to handle this one?
Oh yeah, you gotta handle this one, Vic. Come on, that's your thing. That's your bread and
Who
butter.
should he have killed based off of the comics versus?
No. I know who he killed based off the comic. That's not what I'm getting at.
Well,
But
the problem is that they're switching out deaths. So how Denise died was how Abraham died. How Herschel died was kind of like how Tyrese was supposed to die. So it was like the deaths were all switched out and changed. So if you're not doing Glenn, who are you going to do?
Spoiler alert.
Dale Dixon.
Are you going to take out Daryl? Or are you going to take out Aaron? Because Aaron can go.
I think
Who's
Aaron
attached
can,
to Aaron?
I think Aaron can go, but the thing is, for it to have emotional impact, I don't think it's going to be Aaron.
All you got to do is find out who didn't re-sign their contract.
Well, I mean,
that's Norman Reedus.
we know Norman Reedus.
Norman
There you
Reedus.
go. You ding. You just found out who got it with Lucille.
Yo, but the thing is, that could be an okie doke they're pulling on us. They're probably waiting for us to see that he didn't sign his contract.
Most people don't know that. Like most people, because that's how you find out.
Come on.
Nowadays, that's how you find out.
Most people are retarded. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say
Don't
retarded. Most
use
people
that
are
word.
stupid.
Yeah.
I know. Oh gosh. Most people are stupid. Let's be real.
No. The problem is like most people don't like pay attention to stuff like that. They don't pay attention.
Well, actually,
to
I would say.
contracts.
Yeah,
So that's how you
that's
find out. That's how you know if somebody's gonna die in a comic book related movie called Civil War, and then you get mad at somebody for saying you spoiled it for me. No, I didn't. They spoiled it for you. They re-signed their contract. I didn't spoil nothing.
Yep.
He told you what it was.
Yeah, they
I don't know
re-upped for
why,
3 more
but-
movies.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that Falcon's going to bite it.
Him or Rhodey, because they didn't re-sign their contract.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. Concerning Rhodey, though, I feel bad that my boy couldn't play Rhodey because he decided to sit up here and break fly with his contract.
You talking about Lucius?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I actually like him as Lucius. It's all good.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man.
One of the weirdest things I have ever heard is that you know how the actor that plays Loki auctioned it for Thor?
Yep, I saw the audition tape. He actually wasn't that bad, but I'm like, dude, you
Yeah.
look like an anorexic Thor. I'm sorry,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
too skinny, dude. I hate that to be like, but he was way too skinny.
Yo, but my boy that was playing Rhodey before, I liked him, you know what I'm saying, as Rhodey.
I think a lot of people actually, because to me, he looked more like Rhodey than Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle is a good actor. Don't get me wrong, but to me, Don Cheadle
He doesn't.
Like,
Yo, I like my
Nah,
boy
he doesn't.
Idlewild. Remember when he was in Idlewild and he played, what was it, Chompy?
yeah, Chompy.
Oh, I loved him in that role. I love to hate that dude.
I mean, he's good as that villain that you just want to slap the taste out of his mouth.
I'm serious. The
Yeah.
thing is, he's a decent guy. Believe it or not, he's a decent guy in real life. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well,
He's a real
I heard
decent dude.
Willem Dafoe is actually cool as I don't know what, but I wouldn't hang with him. He scared me.
Oh, yo, William Dafoe, man. Yeah. He's like, I'm
scared
under
me,
your bed right now.
I mean, that's the thing. It's the way he talk. I'm like, bruh, if you talk like that in real life, I'm not hanging with you.
Yo, William Dafoe, he like, remember that episode of Family Guy where he was under Stewie
But
Griffith's
yeah.
bed?
'Cause people thought that wasn't him, and that was actually him.
Yo, that mess was funny. He was like, hey, Stewie, you asleep? And he was like, oh my
And I was expecting Stewie to kill him.
Yo,
Honestly.
no,
I mean,
Stewie was scared of him. Think about
Yeah.
it. That would be the one guy that Stewie's scared of.
yeah. So hey, it is what it is. So
I'll
yeah.
get you, Spider-Man. Oh, I miss that movie, man. Him with his gravity voice, yo. He just got that thing to him. It's like Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken scares the hell out of me.
No,
That's
Al
I
Pacino
like
scares
Christopher
the hell out of
Walken.
me.
I
No,
love the
Al Pacino,
way he
nah.
pauses.
Dude,
let me
Al
read
Pacino and Joe
pauses.
Pesci.
no. Do you remember when he was in that video by I think it was Fat Joe Slim, Weapons of Choice?
Yeah, the dancing.
Yeah, the dancing.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
man,
that
that
was,
was.
I like that. That was hilarious.
Now I will say this: the actors that actually scared me is Al Pacino and Joe Pesci.
Oh man, Joe Pesci.
Joe, but
Joe
hold
Pesci,
on,
'cause
I
I
gotta
don't know
play the
which
Joe
Joe Pesci.
Pesci real quick. I
Joe
gotta
Pesci,
play
'cause
the
I
Joe
don't know which
Pesci.
Joe Pesci I'm getting. That's why.
It's something about Joe Pesci that scares you though, because he seemed like the kind of guy that'll lose it because of his
Over
height.
nothing. Yeah,
He'll
over
lose it over
nothing.
nothing, yo. I mean, for
Yeah.
real. I mean, you remember with him and Goodfellas?
Oh boy,
He's
yeah,
a loose
He was
cannon.
like that whole scene where he was like, "Am I here to amuse you?" And I
dude.
was,
There's one thing about Goodfellas. I used to love that movie until Animaniacs came out.
oh lord,
And the good feathers. Like every time I watch that movie now, I can't stop laughing because every time Joe Pesci does that, I see Bobby.
Oh my
He's like,
goodness!
he's like, hey, you think I'm cute? Is
oh
that
my
what you
lord.
said? You know?
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm like, okay, dude,
Oh my
I
goodness!
cannot watch Goodfellas anymore, man, because I'm like, every time I
Dude.
start laughing.
No, Vic,
Ah.
Goodfellas resonates to us. You know why? Because when they talk about the weeds and sea caucus,
Oh,
dude, I've been by the weeds and sea caucus. I know how tall them things are. Somebody could disappear easy down there.
Oh yes, they can.
Oh my God, the weeds and sea caucus.
It's like
Don't
a
get me started.
forest.
Dude,
You're
it's
just
like
jumping in, you're gone.
big old weeds, yo, big old weeds. That mess is just crazy down there. Oh man, talking
I'm
about
6'2" and I'll disappear in a heartbeat in those things.
Oh man, that mess bring fear to you. And then when they were talking about the Love Heist, heist, and I was like, damn, yo, they was on some stuff there.
yeah,
That was the movie. That was a classic movie.
yeah. Goodfellas was a classic, but I'm just like Animaniacs pretty much like destroyed that movie for me from now on. I just can't watch it just because of Good Feathers.
Dude, shameless plug for Animaniacs. They're on Netflix. There you
Yes,
go.
they are. The whole thing,
Mhm.
not just the first season, the whole entire series.
There you go. For those of you who are into Animaniacs.
Yeah,
That was my joint back in the day.
I'm glad somebody put it on the Voltron June 10th.
Oh
Oh
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah.
thanks. Appreciate it. Oh, nice.
I really can't wait for Voltron because I really trust that the Avatar studio will make something impressive of that series.
Well, going by that little snippet that they put out and the trailer they put out, I'm actually interested. Now, the only thing is, can I get Platinum Studios to make my game to go along with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Transformers?
Exactly.
Activision, get on it.
Chop, get to it.
Let them do it and get on it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
or Jay will get really
If
mad.
you make it, people will buy it.
Yo, I'll
much.
tell you something. If you build it, they will come.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
And it's already known that Platinum knows what they're doing when it comes to action games. So,
Yep.
yeah.
They will do some amazing things. Imagine a 5 co-op game about Voltron.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Man.
Form, feet, hand, legs, 4 arms, and torso.
See, games like that and RPGs is why I have my PlayStation 4.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
And let me tell you something. PlayStation 4, it'll rock some good stuff once their exclusives come out with RPGs and everything, because I can see them going live with that. The only thing I can say
yeah.
about Sony is them money-hatting projects like, Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
that right there, they done messed up, son. You know what I'm saying? Like they say in Poppy 2K's podcast.
Yeah. Well, Sony has their good sides and their bad sides. One of them being they don't know how their system is selling.
And they also racist as all hell on the movie department. But sorry,
my
Yeah.
God.
spoiler.
Don't even get me started with that, dude. I mean, Sony's got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? Selling units or hardware is not enough. They got to have their software, be brought up to spec as far as like, having a high attachment rate. You know what I'm saying? If you're selling hardware at a loss, and you're only selling, with a low attachment rate, you're not going to do yourself any favors.
Which they're finding out now. So, Shenmue 3.
Muhammad looks like an airplane with all those lights on him. Sorry.
Go ahead. You were saying?
Shenmue 3, anybody?
Me. Hopefully, I hope that the Kickstarter did as well.
I got mixed feelings because of
there
that
was some-
nonsense.
I know there were some people mad about the whole Kickstarter thing, but I have a theory about that, and I think that was the only way they was gonna get the Sony investors to actually back the game.
I think that was a
Yeah.
leverage.
That's the
That was a
only way they
leveraging
were going to be
method.
able to do it. They had to show that people would be behind it. Because think about it, if the Shenmue game, if Shenmue one actually put Sega in that much of a bind, which at the time it did, and with Sony's financial problems that they've been having, that people try to act like they want to ignore, they were going to need some assurances. And the only way you get assurances is one of the best ways to get assurances is Kickstarter, unfortunately. And when people saw Shenmue 3 on Kickstarter, guess what happened?
They went nuts.
They went berserk. So
Mhm.
that would give the incentive for the investors to back it, which is, I'm thinking that's what they did. Just my little theory
Yep.
on the whole Shenmue thing.
I think that's what happened because Sony was in not a really good position to invest in other games right now. Besides
They can't
their
afford
own
to.
game,
Yeah,
besides their own game divisions. Besides, they also
I
invested
just
a
want
lot.
them to complete their damn system.
Yeah.
Well,
PS4 is
but
incomplete, to be
guys,
honest with you.
listen. Getting back to Sony PlayStation, what do you think of the whole situation with the PlayStation 4.5?
That's exactly what I was getting into, actually.
I want to wait and see because it's too many conflicting reports now at this point. So
Yeah.
I want to wait to see for them to talk about it because if because one rumored source says that it's for the VR,
Mm.
which I'm
But the
like,
thing is,
okay, that makes sense.
won't that split your market?
There you
If you
go.
Exactly,
Yep,
because they
people
don't
will
have a
be pissed.
you'll have a two-tiered market. People that
Yeah.
invested under the assumption that the hardware they had was future-proofed, only to be told otherwise.
Well, they have two main problems. One, they know Nintendo's dropping something either this year or next year. I'm hoping for next year. They know Nintendo's dropping
Me
something.
too.
They're too early in the life cycle, both Sony and Microsoft, to actually go out and drop another damn system. On top of that, their systems are designed to supposedly be 10 years. They want to last them 10 years. If you don't do that, then your second best bet is to do an upgrade, a la what Nintendo does with their handhelds, which is why the DS to 3DS to DS to DSi, 3DS to new Nintendo 3DS, and so on. 2-3 years in, you give out an upgrade. Now it's easier on the handheld side because it doesn't cost that much. On the home console side, it's going to be a little bit more expensive because of the simple fact that it's a home console, not a handheld. So then you run into the problem, Quan, that you just said, because people there are gonna be some people who actually bought that thing this year gonna be mad as hell if they come out this summer and say, "Oh, we're gonna have the PlayStation 4.5 with 4K capability coming out in October," and
Now,
they bought it.
I.e., the complete PlayStation 4, because the PlayStation 4 currently isn't complete.
Talking about the whole entire thing, hablando talking about the whole PlayStation 4.5 being 4K, that's only upscaled. We already know that there's no way they could put out a hardware for about $400, okay, under a hardware refresh. They could do pure 4K gaming, when most PCs that you see nowadays that have dual graphics cannot even handle 4K properly.
Now, me and you know that.
No, but here's the
But
thing.
the mass millions don't.
Exactly.
Sony ponies!
And so when they get stuck on that, they get all hyped up for a system that, quite honestly, is not going to perform to standards that they're expecting.
Which is why I say we need to wait and see, of like I said, that was one of them is completely 4K. The other one is saying no, it's just it's a better system to use with the VR. I don't know. I will wait for Sony to say.
Exactly.
Like I'm waiting for Nintendo to say.
But wait, aren't we supposed to jump the gun and make a bunch of rumors unnecessarily? While
But the thing is,
sounding like a bunch of fanboys?
but the thing is, dude, you got to look realistically at the cost of hardware versus the capability of said hardware.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
unless Sony plans to take a very serious loss per console,
which they can't afford to.
They really can't. They're already struggling as is.
Hold on, Poppy just came in. Yo, Poppy, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's up?
Adelaide Holmes.
What's up? What's up, man? What it is?
What's going on, everybody?
We're talking about.
Not much at the moment. Just
I just got home. I didn't know if you guys were on, so let me get off of this so I can come back in the correct way. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we are live, by the way. He didn't even hear me.
I was about to say we about to wrap up. I was about to tell him we about to wrap up, but okay.
But
No,
Here,
but
here's the
the thing is with him, he didn't have enough time. He was on his way home. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He
Yeah,
sent the invite, so that's not his fault.
yeah.
But
Go,
here's the thing with Sony and the PlayStation 4.5. That is further home console R&D, which cost a buttload of money, which they
Yeah.
already spent on PlayStation VR. They've already spent that on PlayStation VR. So unless they are going to put out a half-baked version of an upgrade, they're probably not going to do it.
I would hope they wouldn't do that, but
I'd
when you
hope they
talk,
wouldn't need myself so
I,
that they don't waste more money.
I mean, but they've been doing that. They've been doing a lot of crazy stuff lately.
Here's the only positive to that sort of that outcome, that inflation. If people, like the majority of the people who own PS4s right now, trade in those PS4s to get the upgrade, and it would look like the PS4's numbers are inflated.
The thing is, that's going to also cause problems with consumer confidence. You
There
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
There,
Yeah,
there,
it
Yep.
will.
there's no. I don't see. That's what I'm saying.
Sega Saturn 32X.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that's what I'm saying.
3DO.
Like it's one of those situations where we have to like wait and see because of the simple fact that this could go sideways too quick, and all
It
that
could.
positivity that they have now because they do have everybody. They have the media perception. They got everything. They got the perception down now. But if you turn around and do that in say, let's just be generous and say November, you turn around and do that, and people are gonna get pissed, especially the ones that just bought it this year, and you still haven't released like 5 of your exclusives that you claim that you've been working on for like the past so many years.
Exactly.
The best Guardian.
Yo, Poppy, what do you think about that whole hardware refresh of the PlayStation 4?
Okay. Awesome. Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
coming
Yes,
in
we do.
perfectly
Yep.
fine.
Okay. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate you guys letting me on here. I appreciate that. I've been a big fan of your show since I started watching YouTube back in it was 2012, 13, something like that.
Wow.
Because you guys were actually like the first podcast I was watching on YouTube, and I was always a big fan of you, all of you. So I know most of you. My name is Poppy2K. I appreciate everybody letting me on again. The hardware refresh. This is my opinion. Sony's responding to the NX. This is what they're doing. This refresh that they're doing is essentially not much of an upgrade. My opinion is that they're shrinking down the chip that they have in there already in the PS4 in order for them to have some sort of compatibility. Because essentially, when they introduce a new chipset, they're gonna have to create a whole new programming language. Excuse me, not language, but programming
API.
code and what do you call it? Workstations and basically it's gonna have to. It's essentially a new machine. Okay. So if they shrink down the CPU and GPU that they have in there already, all they have to do is overclock it, or they can just add more stream processors to what they have already. And what's going to happen is that the new development ecosystem that they've developed is going to have two separate IDs. You're going to have the PS4 ID, and then you have the PS4 4.5 ID. So all the new games that come out, if they want to take advantage of that, they can. If not, they don't have to. And that's where a lot of these people are getting excited over something that really has yet to be materialized. Because developers don't have to plan for two separate SKUs. They can just continue programming the game to take advantage of the regular PS4. And whatever overhead is left from the PS4, which is the PS4 5, the game can take advantage of the extra resources, but it doesn't have to.
In other words, do you think this will be a game changer? Like a lot of people are expecting this thing to be a 4K platform.
No.
Or do you expect it to be nothing more than an upscaling?
It's just going to upscale. It's going to have an upscaler chip in there that allows it to upscale to 4K. But the game itself essentially will be rendered at whatever determined resolution.
Run it as native.
So if it can only handle, let's say, a 1080p image and it upscales to 4K, That's what it is. I mean, you guys see Digital Foundry. They don't play around. They research all these games and they tell you, the gamers, us, the consumers, what actual resolution these games are being run at. So they can't pretend that the game is running at 4K and it really isn't.
Exactly like I was saying.
And I think what they're just going to do is going to put a Blu-ray a 4K Blu-ray in there, put a HDMI 2.0 compatible outlet, and add some stream processors to the system and keep everything the same. Essentially,
It's kind of like a hardware refresh, similar to like the 3DS versus the new 3DS.
Yeah. But I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to catch. They're trying to catch lightning in a bottle twice. Okay, what they're trying to do is they want to capture the 4K Blu-ray market that has yet to really take off. Because remember, Sony does own some of the IP related to Blu-ray. So if they can grab you as a consumer to invest into 4K televisions, invest into a 4K Blu-ray PS4.5, then that's probably a better alternative, much cheaper alternative for you, right? If you have a 4K television to watch your movies on. That's essentially what I think they're trying to do. Similar to what they did with the PS3. How the PS3 was the cheapest Blu-ray on the market.
That's why I got mine.
I think that's what they're trying to do with this. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but I'm just looking at it from that perspective. What's up, Shadow? What's up, player?
What's going on? What you doing on my podcast, man?
Oh, come on now. It's hard.
Somebody left the key under the mat.
Hold on.
His name is Quan.
That must have been me.
First thing though, Shadow, how you gonna roll in the house late and then complain somebody here?
That's what I do. That's what I do.
I mean, dude, you're looking at the guy who came in during outros one time. No, actually, 3 times in a row.
Several times. Several times.
Well, I can't say much because I've done it too.
Yo, but check it. That's just how we roll the gamers at large. We're a friendly atmosphere. What can I say?
Yep. Exactly.
Well, since Poppy is here and Shadow is here, Shadow, Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Why are you making me choose?
Because.
I know that your choice will get you kicked out of the podcast if you're wrong.
And the win goes to War Machine?
Oh, snap.
I pick Iron Patriot.
Go for the win.
For America.
Yo,
Poppy.
but not for nothing. Listen, not for nothing. Poppy, what's your choice?
Iron Man. I'm an Iron Man fan.
Oh, you sell out.
And
sell
somebody's
out.
getting ejected. All right.
I've always liked Iron Man. I always find him fascinating as a superhero.
No, but we're talking about the whole issue that they're going through at hand with the Superhuman Registration Act. Not what you like as a character.
Yeah, I prefer Tony over Captain America most of the time, but in this movie,
You see what I'm saying, though? We're talking Civil War here. We're talking about the whole premise behind the Superhuman Registration Act. You understand? Should superhumans register? Should they register? Is Iron Man is pro-registration, anti-registration is Captain America.
Now, wow, I guess.
Wow, then in pro-registration,
Please remember, Captain America did get jumped in last movie in The Winter Soldier. Just
Yeah.
by the cover, by the way.
But here's the other thing, too, though. He's technically not he's not a superhuman, really.
Who?
He's peak performance human. Yeah.
He's basically a project. Like, he wasn't a mutant or anything like that, like Wolverine was before he got experimented on. He was a human.
Yeah, that just so happened to survive something that most people died from in
Exactly.
very funny yet jacked up ways.
And he was super scrawny at the time. Remember this.
So
Yeah,
maybe he had dormant mutant genes or something nobody's explained
Oh
yet?
no. I can explain that to you. What happened was the reason why it actually worked in him because he was so sickly. If he wasn't sickly, it wouldn't have worked.
And all his little issues basically combated whatever was.
Yeah,
Okay.
it actually got healed and that's what made it work because he was just that sickly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it pushed his body to the limits. He had more to work with as far as like give.
Basically, it's the same situation as what Deadpool went through.
Exactly.
Yeah, but on Deadpool it really got him really bad.
Deadpool caught it nasty, dude.
And he made that sucker pay. So, with me, I'm always Team Deadpool.
Dude, I hear you on that, dude. I'm Team Deadpool all the way.
No love for Carnage? Like really? Just
No, man.
Sorry, Deadpool trumps Carnage.
Carnage is not funny. Deadpool is funny. Carnage
Deadpool
is not
is-
funny.
Carnage
Deadpool is love. How many times I'm telling y'all that? Deadpool is love.
Carnage can be funny if he's used the right way, like
Man,
with the
Carnage
crossover with Joker, the DC Marvel crossover, and him and Joker met up. That was funny.
That was hilarious, but that was because they was going off Mark Hamill Joker. If they go off the Joker they use now, that wouldn't happen.
Nah, it wouldn't work.
So who would be more entertaining, Deadpool or Mark Hamill Joker masquerading as Deathstroke?
Oh
Deadpool.
my
Mark
god.
Hamill.
I'll give it Deadpool.
Dude, that's a tie. That's a tie. I can't. That's a tie.
That's a tie. That's a
That's a
tie.
tie, dude.
I give the edge to Deadpool because he'd be able to call a Joker out on it.
Probably.
But the
Yeah,
Joker,
that-
come
that
on
would
now,
be-
man.
he
The
was
Joker-
like-
The
Deadpool.
one big difference is Deadpool can break the fourth wall and really hike on him.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't think
Joker can't do that.
He'd be like,
Deadpool always wins. Deadpool always wins. Y'all need to know your places. Thank you very
Deadpool will
much.
sit up here and call him out on the Jack Nicholson Joker. And call
Yeah.
him, that's your rap right there.
And Joker
You would
wouldn't
do
know,
that.
and Joker wouldn't know how to. He wouldn't have a one-liner for it. He wouldn't have a comeback
No,
for it.
he'll probably just
There
kinda shoot
would
him.
be none.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up a second. What do you think of that question, Poppy? Who do you think? Deadpool versus the Joker.
Oh, Mark Hamill Joker any day.
Oh, okay. See.
Mark Hamill is clearly the best Joker though.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
he
Oh,
really-
my
isn't he
God.
amazing? Like he just like transforms into that character. I think
I
I think he even adds certain elements to the Joker that you really don't get from the comics.
Like,
You know,
they tried so hard to create a new villain in Phantasm, and Mark Hamill just sold it all. It was so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a better Joker.
When he told old girl she's harder to kill than a cockroach on steroids, I lost.
Oh, no.
I lost it. I was like, dude, this is too funny.
Dude, it's just something about Mark Hamill that you wouldn't
Yes.
expect Luke Skywalker to be
Yeah,
the quintessential
That's
Joker.
the thing. If
it's really good.
that's the thing, it's just because it's Luke Skywalker and nobody expected that out of him.
Well,
Yeah, but-
and the fact that in Justice League he shot Green Lantern he blew a bomb up in Green Lantern's face.
Which was beautiful.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When you put it in that light, that is a tough call because I mean,
But
Mark Hamill's a funny dude though.
Yeah, but
I don't
Deadpool
think-
will call him out on it. He'll call him out on the whole Luke Skywalker thing.
but he does have the he does have the fourth wall advantage.
That's his advantage, and that would be why he would win. Because as soon as Joker would drop his best line, and he'd be like, "Man, go away, Luke Skywalker."
Dude, I got a good one for you. Impossible Man versus the Joker.
Joker.
Mm.
Joker.
I think Joker got that. I
You
think
already
Joker
know
got
about
that.
Impossible Man, right? He's just psychotic. He's kind of like Marvel's version of the Mask.
Yeah, but Joker. I never
I
did
think
that.
Joker got that one.
Yeah.
I mean, Impossible Man will give him a run, but at the end of the day, Joker got it.
Yeah.
After Joker, if I'm not mistaken, he got the powers of the fifth dimension at one point.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, he had the
can't-
powers of Mixon
yeah.
Sticklick at one point. That's how he made the modern day Bizarro. Yeah, you guys don't know that?
Yeah, I didn't.
I do not recall that.
I do not recall that because
It happened in the comics, dude.
because my Batman comics knowledge is like choppy because I was reading like in the early '90s. Then I got pissed off with the whole he can beat anybody with kung fu.
Oh,
He
yeah.
didn't handle business beating, and
All right, Google.
then I came back like in mid 2000s. So
All the
Okay.
DC comics had that issue in the late '90s where they were trying to find their identity and do something drastic to change everything up, and everybody stopped subscribing.
because when they started when they had Batman beat down Darkseid with kung fu, I was like, this is some bull. This is
I
some
believe
bull.
that. I believe it. Yo, what did you think of the whole issue that they said that Ryan Reynolds might be re-signing to be Deadpool again?
I thought he was. I thought it was
it's
a done
already
deal.
yeah,
I thought that
it's
was
a done
already
deal.
set up.
I thought
Yeah.
that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm saying that he's re-signing.
No, that's been done. They did that in the first weekend, dude. Did that
Yeah,
was the whole
Let's
Sam.
say nah. No one else can be Deadpool now. No one.
Yeah,
Once it,
Quan, you disappoint me, bro. I'm
yeah, once
surprised
that
you're
movie,
late on that news.
Oh, I'm
once,
late on it.
yeah, once that movie established the sales through that it did for outpacing the original, how do I say it, development cost of it, the production cost.
Yeah.
Yep,
that was
production
about
cost. Yeah.
Let's do
Because
it.
it was made with peanuts though. Like they
Yeah, it was a low budget Marvel
Yeah.
movie.
because
they made
Fox
it in a
didn't think it was gonna. Fox didn't think it was gonna work. Fox,
Fox, look,
I mean, I
Fox
got.
didn't believe in it, so they didn't put much money
Well,
in
they
it.
make a they
Ryan Reynolds and the director said, "We gonna work with this. We gonna make something special, and y'all gonna owe us."
because
Yeah,
most of the
yeah.
money went on Colossus.
Guys, give me a second. Yo, papi, tiene que ponerte un poquito más agresivo. We get crowded in here, dog. You gotta be a little bit more aggressive.
Well, I got some food in my mouth. I don't want to be spitting on my damn microphone too. So sorry about that.
Yeah, please don't spit on your microphone, man. That's just please don't do
This
that.
damn
Nah,
thing.
don't
too.
do that.
If you do, it's okay. We'll just turn this into a shadow cast. Everybody can.
Oh, man.
No, we can't turn this into no shadow cast. I ain't gonna be here till
Nah, we can't be here for 8 hours. No.
Yo, Shadowcast, that's why, yo, Poppy, you could hop in Shadowcast with me and whatever. We do our thing. What you think?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Shadow to invite me, man. That's all I'm waiting, son.
Oh, burn! Oh my god. Okay.
Oh,
The
Lord.
last one though.
So you've been shutting the door in the man's face.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm
I
evil
never
like
opened it.
Pity.
yeah. I'm evil
Yo,
like
Poppy, you gonna be with
My
us
door
Sunday?
stay open though. My door stay open.
Yo, you gonna be with us Sunday?
Yeah, man. If I got a chance, no problem. Yeah. Send me
Yeah,
the
you
link.
heard that? You heard it here. You heard it here first, Funk. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! Since we don't have the mixing board turned on, I can do the applause. Cause Poppy be hitting that mug. He
Yo,
You
I'm
guys
telling
like,
you,
you guys like that? You like that, huh?
Yeah,
No, all we need is more women and some more white people, and then we're truly diverse.
exactly. We want to get the diversity up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah,
technically, just having me here is diversity, but that's a different conversation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, we don't need to get into that right now. We just don't need to get into that right now. So, seeing as how it's about that time, people don't want to keep you too long.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Did you
Yep.
guys talk about the NX rumors and all that?
No,
Oh,
we
go
don't
for
do that. No, we done
Oh.
did that for like 4 weeks straight. No.
No, because I don't know if you guys been paying attention to OJ. OJ's been bringing it up.
Oh, orange juice.
I was gonna say
I'm
OJ.
paying no attention to any of that.
I lost interest in him weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I haven't been paying attention to that because anything that's about Nintendo's console, I've actually been tuning it out because I want to wait for the official word and not be because it's gotten to the point now where people are making me hate the system and Nintendo ain't even talking.
I know,
about it.
right?
So,
I know, right? It's crazy. But let's give Poppy, he's not normally in the cast, let's give him a chance to say a little something.
Hey,
And then we'll kick him out.
I'm the tech guy, and I think I thoroughly explained why I haven't talked about that system yet in my last video. I think I thoroughly explained why. So
I'm looking forward to it. Be honest with you, though. It's nothing wrong with excitement. That's the thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, as long as they keep it real. Like if they want to say speculation, that's fine. If they say what they would like, that is fine. When you start
Quan.
saying rumors as facts, I got a problem.
Quan, you looking forward to that new 2017 Maybach, man? That thing ain't got no wheels on it. I'm telling you, it's fueled by thoughts. Okay. And guess what? It's gonna be $17 on a lot, man.
Yo,
What is that, like made in India or something?
I got $4 right now. I'll put it down. You put down payments yet?
Oh man. And that is why we kind of don't.
no, but the thing is, but the thing is, there's nothing wrong with giving into some speculation, dude. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but this has been like month after month after month. This has gotten beyond ridiculous.
Look,
Okay.
this
Well, either way, let's give Poppy had something he want interest in. Let's just hear the better out real quick.
Well, I just think
I'm just
that.
saying,
Yeah, I think.
and then we'll squash him later.
Oh Lord,
damn, let him talk, Chef.
somebody mute Shep.
Man, it's all good, man. I'm used to interrupting people myself. Shit. Listen, I believe that Nintendo has a winner on the table right now because this project isn't a last minute. idea. This is stuff that they've been working on in the labs for years. I don't know if you guys remember back during the Game Boy Advance era, prior to that release, there was a lot of rumors and speculations of a dual screen Game Boy. Okay, before the Game Boy Advance was released, and so Nintendo was working on the DS prior to the Game Boy Advance. They already had prototypes working on prior to that. But I think what they were waiting for was technology to get cheaper so they can implement the dual screens. So I think that the NX, whatever it is, if it is the NX, if it's a handheld, if it's a hybrid, whatever the heck it is, I believe, in my opinion, my honest opinion, I'm just looking at it from a realistic perspective, but also using some technical knowledge that I have. I believe the NX is something they've been working on for more than 5 years. This is because the Wii, if you guys follow the Wii is actually GameCube repurposed hardware. All they did was attach the Wiimote to it and call it a day. They changed the chassis and put the same guts that the GameCube had in it. Give or take a little bit here and there of refined production process, but it's still essentially the same technology. And so from the GameCube to the Wii, they used the same technology. From the Wii to the Wii U, they basically evolved that technology further. Now, there wasn't a lot of R&D involved in that. In my perspective, I think they've been working on the NX for years. They put out the Wii U to try to do the same thing that I think Sony's trying to do with the 4.5, is to catch lightning in a bottle twice, and they weren't able to do that. So therefore, they pivoted, right, towards the NX. Because the way they describe this is something that isn't just like a 2-year development cycle. This thing has been worked on for years. They're going to invest a lot of money. They've invested a lot of research and development costs into this, and I'm pretty sure that they have something special in store for us. And it may not be IBM, and it may not be ARM. It may be a combination of x86, ARM, whatever it is. It's going to be a capable system. People are going to be able to program legitimate, high, production value games on this thing without having to sacrifice certain things. And I think us as gamers are going to benefit. Because regardless of if it's a similar architecture to the Xbox or PlayStation platform, Nintendo is always unique because they present a different style or way to play. I've always told people this on my cast. I'm a big Nintendo fan, but I also play the other stuff too. I'm not stupid.
Well, presented in that format, I'm sure we agree with you, and we've discussed similar things ourselves. So yes. When you put it that way and you're being realistic and honest about it, I'm with you. It's essentially they've been doing evolution, revolution. It's the same concept that Mr. T came up with a while back.
Exactamente. That's exactly the point. And I can see
TikTok strategy from Intel. I know you know, Shadow. You know this better than anybody. What is the TikTok strategy?
They're stopping it now, though. But what Intel used to do was it was basically a alternating roadmap to how they made processors. So they would make a processor technology, which would be called the TIC or the TOP, I forget which one it is, but it would be the processor technology, which would be brand new memory, sub architecture, and all the other kind of stuff. Then after that, they would refine it, and they would call it the TIC or TOP. I still don't know which one is which, but off the top of my head. But then they would refine the technology by doing things like adding more SRAM for level 1 and level 2 cache, reducing the manufacturing process so the chip is smaller, doing things like changing, like back in the day they changed from aluminum to copper, as far as what's going on the substrate for better conductivity and basically a better process overall for the entire chipset. Yeah. And they would do that, and then after they maxed out that one chipset and got it the best that it could be to the point where you could put one in a tablet, then they move on to the next technology, and that would be the next step in the TikTok process. And they go that way. Yeah. But at the same point in time, everything in the last process they would still keep and sell, as embedded systems and other kind of stuff, so they can continue to make that bread. And actually, that old technology is still what's making them the most money as they move on to the next technology to pay for the next technology.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how they do, how them and AMD at some point now are doing their business.
Yeah, that's right. And I think Nintendo, if you guys look back at the Wii, like the Wii mode, just look at the Wii mode. The Wii mode isn't something that just came out of the Wii. It was actually an accessory or a peripheral that they were thinking about releasing during the GameCube era, but it wasn't ready yet. The technology wasn't cheap enough. It wasn't affordable. It wasn't cost efficient. So what they did, they held it back, right? Then they re-released it with the GameCube. It's like, okay, you don't want to buy the GameCube? We're going to sell it to you in a Wii format. So they sell it to you in a Wii format. They attach this peripheral, right? And for $250, you get a new way to play.
You know what
100
else?
million consoles sold later.
And you had your old way intact.
Yes.
You know what else? And I don't know if this may be in a future application or not, but one of the other lost patents that was used as an accessory for the GameCube as well was 3D display technology in addition to 3D area technology. So the Wii remote as a GameCube attachment would be able to interact with objects in the real world in addition to the 3D display that's on your screen. There will be an attachment that basically interface with the TV that will be able to either project objects or be able to detect objects in your environment, and you're able to navigate them with the gamepad, and not with the gamepad, but with the Wii remote, and the Wii remote will be able to send information back and forth from the TV because of that dongle that is there. So they've had basically some of the pieces of the quote-unquote VR technology that's going on right now, they've been working on in a different way for the past 20 years or so.
Yeah, many decades now.
Yeah, they've had all this stuff in house that they've been toying and playing with, but until they can find something that they can perfect and make into a product, they don't release it. It just stays in.
Shadow, I want you to add to this, okay? Now I'm gonna mess you guys up. Now we've already acknowledged that they've repurposed their hardware, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the Wii gamepad, right? Everybody thinks it's just a big freaking fat controller that doesn't do anything but project an image. Well, that controller is so sophisticated, okay, to the point you could play a game like Splatoon and get perfect one-to-one like reaction without having to really press your buttons or nothing. And like you can move it and it moves with you. It's so precise. Now the reason it's able to do all that, not just because it has the gyroscopes in it, but because it has Wi-Fi, I think it was 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi radios in it. It's got 2 of those.
Yep.
So you're getting 10 gigahertz worth of data being sent back and forth within the allotted feet, right? I think it's about 20 feet or 15 feet that it allows the system to interact. Now, that technology, I believe they're going to take that technology right there because nobody's really using that. Sony doesn't use it with the Vita, so people get that out of your mind. That's not happening. The Vita doesn't have that technology in there. That Wii gamepad, they're going to repurpose that some way, shape, or form in the next console. I really believe that they're going to evolve that in some way, shape, or form to where you're going to have an easier, much more pleasant time playing with something similar to that, whether it's the gamepad or gamepad 2.0, whatever you want to call it. You're going to have something that's much more pleasant to play with. It may be smaller. It may be more, it may be more, easier to play with. The buttons, whatever it is. The layout may be simpler. It's going to be more refined, and you're gonna see what happens. It's like what they did. You know how they did the Wiimote and then the Wiimote Plus.
I'm telling people for a while the gamepad is far more advanced. People are sleeping on that thing.
The only thing with the gamepad, it doesn't have a brain. It doesn't have a brain, but it has everything else. It
has a lot of heart.
So let me.
Sorry.
Well, there's already the hot thing right now, because people are pumping a lot of money into it, and therefore they're pumping a lot of advertising dollars to these press sites, so they have to talk about it. VR, and so VR is the exact VR we saw in the 90s that failed, except now the motion control that Nintendo had is now inside of the headset.
Yeah.
That's literally the only difference.
They're reversing it. Yeah, they're reversing the camera. Basically, you're using cameras on the headset that can identify the space and.
That VR is a fail. Yeah. You should go with augmented reality. That would probably be much better.
There's no reason, knowing that that's a hot thing right now. If it does take off, that means Nintendo definitely doesn't need to throw away the money from all the R&D they use with the gamepad, because we all knew that that's exactly what this was capable of doing. It just wasn't taped to your head. I mean, there were Google applications for it. There are several demos, and obviously Nintendo Land and a couple other games or whatever, Wii Fit and all those other kind of things. You can move around a three-dimensional space independent of your TV screen with the gamepad based on the location of wherever you point it or hold it. So it was
I
your
really
own.
hope they further develop that technology.
It was literally a VR headset without it being strapped to your face. So there would be I think it would be really dumb for them to drop that and leave that at the table.
Should we dub it? Should we dub it a VR handset?
Basically, it's a VR handset. Yes. And,
Yep.
and you can't really say it's not 3D, because at this point all you have to do is put it to your face and put some Google Cardboard on it, and it is 3D at that point. The software just has to be 3D at this point.
Yep.
And it
Well, I
works.
mean, we do know they're further refining it regardless, because, like I said, Lager admitted it. He's been inside the research and he's seen a refined version of the gamepad. Now, whether or not they implement it is a different story.
See, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna do something with that gamepad. Don't think they're gonna throw that away. When everybody thought that they were done with the GameCube, they went back and put it out as a Wii. Go back and research this, and you're gonna know I'm not making this stuff up. Excuse me. You know, it's Nintendo. Yeah, people say, oh, they're hard-headed, but look, they take chances, and they'll repurpose hardware, they'll repurpose software if it makes the game experience much better.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's the important thing, to make the game experience much better. Forget all this thing about 4K and all this nonsense about having hyper resolution and breaking the uncanny valley. Look at what makes the game experience better. Because, I mean, look at games like Hyper Light Drifter that one of our guys over here, Kaiser, he's playing right now, Kaiser.
Yeah.
And Andre, I assume, is playing it as well. And this is a game that has pixelated graphics, and yet the gameplay experience for them is very good.
It's because, and another thing about Nintendo is because they do that re-engineering about things that they still are here on the market, because they try to repurpose things, and they do a good job with that. They have amazing engineers there.
Yeah, the Wii U gamepad still has N64 parts on it, so yeah, they're pretty good about that.
Yeah.
And that's because they're using Nintendium.
And that is the thing about Nintendo. They have really good people working for them, geniuses there. So I think the company is in good hands, regardless of what the media says.
I think since Tim Cook is the new CEO of Apple now, he needs to hire whoever the operations guy is at Nintendo to come over to Apple to replace him, since he was the operations guy, and he was just like that too. He was like, well, we bought 9 million of these CPUs. Look, we gotta make something with those. They're sitting over here. We gotta make them. We gotta make some other stuff. And here we go, iPad Nanos and all kind of other stuff. I mean, that's the best part of dealing with this stuff. Once you invest in tech, you know, say you buy, you know, 5 million brand new Intel processors or whatever, right? When you buy stuff from a fab, what you're paying for ahead of time is failures. So all the bad, or all the 4F stamped processors that come out there that end up being banned, or certain parts of them don't work and stuff like that, kind of like how the first run of PS3s went when they had SPUs and SPs and stuff like that disabled. You can get those chips and then create a new product with those, because they still work, just parts of it didn't work as fully realized as you originally ordered. So you can take, you know, say there's an Intel chip that you buy that has 12 cores or whatever, right? Well, out of those 4 million or whatever you bought, say 1 million of them only have 4 threads instead of 12. You can use those for a different market product and sell that at another price, and you probably get even more profit out of it because it's at that lower price. More people will bite on it, but you only paid, you know, 50 cents per chip or something like that, so you're coming up. And that's kind of what, if if Nintendo continues to do that, then they'll always be in the green, no matter what. Like you'll see, oh well, Nintendo for the first time dropped profits, blah 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 blah, and then the next week you see, hey, we spent $5 billion in R&D because we're bringing out something new, and guess what? We'll be back in the black in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes that's what you have to look into these investors reports and stuff. The earnings and profit. The thing is that
They're not long term.
that's why they report quarterly statements. That's why they do this on a yearly basis, because they have to keep their investors in the loop of what they're actually doing. They don't have to tell them what their products are working on. They just have to tell them, hey, we're investing in this, we're doing that. And Nintendo, they have a tendency to invest in heavy R&D. I don't know if they do it more than others. They R&D the heck out of everything they do before they even put it to market, because they understand a failure on the market is very costly if you didn't R&D the product, And look what they did with the 3DS. They said, well, you know what? Stereoscopic 3D is hard with people trying to put this stuff on their face. Let's try to make it to where they can see this 3D image without glasses. And they succeeded at it. Whether it's pleasing for most people or not, that's another question. But if you wanted that feature where you could see stereoscopic 3D without glasses, then you got it there. I personally don't like that stuff because it does bother my eyes. But if you like that, it gives you a different perspective to play those games. But I don't want to hold you guys up no more. I know you guys. We're gonna close this out. Whatever. I'm cool. I'm done.
I actually like the way this conversation was going, but yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, I have more stuff too, but whatever. We'll call it a night. We've gone well over, so.
So that further adds Shadowcast. Chop chop.
Yes, we'll do. I'm behind schedule.
Oh, better cast. We gotta find Jamie.
Oh yeah, he had the most epic one.
Yes.
Yeah. And on that note, so peeps, Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing this again. So, Vicky, anything you want to pimp out?
Tomorrow, finally, we'll be doing the final episode, Dead Talkers, for this season. So definitely check that out. We are very honest about our thoughts on The Walking Dead.
This is going to be so funny.
Very, very honest. So definitely check that out.
You could say we're swinging for the fences.
Bad camera tricks.
Ooh, boy, that's going to be a funny episode. So, what time? 8?
Nobody was that Walking Dead, but I'm not into it.
Usually it's like 7:30.
7:30? Okay.
Okay.
Cool, because I'm going to have to listen live for that one. Shep.
I'm focusing on my current project, so I can't really say anything yet. But things are finally calming down, so you see some interesting things for me. Oh yeah, an OGL cast tomorrow. I believe it's going to be 7:30 p.m. EST. It's basically it's a Gamers at Large gone wild on Dr. Feelgood's channel, essentially. So yeah.
All right, Shadow, anything you want to pimp out?
There's been something that's been a long time coming. That's probably why I haven't done the Shadowcast I promised to do. So look for that pretty soon, and it will entertain you. So other than that, that's all I have. You play games, have fun, and impress other people. What?
All right, Quan.
Nothing much except for jumping around from cast to cast, like Poppy 2K's podcast, the OGL podcast, and et cetera and whatnot. And still working on something for my channel. It's taking a little bit of time, but don't worry about it. I'll get it put out there. And that's
joint
about
project.
It. And there you go. That's all I got right there. And as I always say, whatever's clever.
All right, Andre.
Well, for me, it's just the usual stuff currently until the projects that I'm working on are up to the par and I'm ready to release them. So that's game ideas that we're working Wii U on Wednesdays. I'm about to say Wednesdays. Wow. Wednesdays.
I don't give a damn about your videos. I want some more comics. Chop chop.
See, that's horrible.
Why You Know Game on Saturdays, and yeah, if you check out my G Plus feed, I do put up a lot of Mitamo
It'd be
pictures.
freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I might actually have to break down and actually take the time and put together an actual Mitsumo comic.
That's some good work though. That's some good work.
If you really,
Takes
all
time.
jokes aside, you did them really well. Like, you could actually see one picture and you could kind of see a little mini story just from that.
Well, I'm going to string together some stories, but
Nice.
I'm gonna do that. And like I said, I got another project that I'm working on that I want to get done pretty soon, but I have to have time to sit down and record it. Because as you hear my background,
Daddy's at large.
I don't get much
Good luck.
quiet time.
Yeah. Somebody
But
fell.
that's it. That's it for me. So everybody enjoy your game.
All right.
Daddies and grandparents at large.
Poppy, got anything you want to pimp out, Poppy?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Just check out my channel, Poppy2K Gaming. I talk about everything, man. I don't discriminate. I'm more biased towards the PC lonely race. I mess with those guys more than anything because I'm a big PC gamer myself, so I know what I'm talking about when they're BSing everybody. But games are meant to be fun. Everybody wants hyper realistic graphics. Sometimes a
I.e.
hyper
drab
realistic
colors
graphic
and
game, yeah, it's not as enjoyable. It kind of takes away the charm. I've seen some of those Unreal Engine 4 Mario and Zelda demos, and they don't have any charm to them. They're lifeless. But anyways, I digress. I appreciate everybody that you guys listened to what I had to say, and thanks for inviting me. I appreciate that, Kong.
Okay, no problem, dude. No problem.
Thanks.
All right, Kaiser.
Well, I'm here still playing Hyper Light Drifter while listening to this talk. It was a really interesting talk about how companies repurpose technology to make profit about it, because that's the truth. That's how you really get smart about if a device didn't sell that well, you can repurpose it to make another thing. And that's what Nintendo did with the GameCube, as Shadow Fox said. And that's the thing about technology.
Yep.
If you really
GameCube didn't fail.
if you really repurpose it well, it can really bring you all what you want, and it can also bring to the gamer something incredible too.
Yep, that is true. All right, me, all I got up. There will be a new Let's Talk up tomorrow morning, so that be looking forward to that, and I will see you guys on Sunday with the rest of these guys. Peace out.
Peace, y'all. Shut up and play.
Peace out, fools.
Xeno